Welcome back to the CCA. We've got a great game between UCSD Esports Gold and UCD Banana Split. I am Astrum, joined here by...
Hello everyone, my name is Riffy, and I'm happy to be here joined by Astrum today to commentate this set. This is going to be a very important set when it comes to the Division 1 playoffs in the CCA. Currently, UCSD Esports Gold, to my knowledge, is locked in as the #1 seed in their group. But with a good result here, beating EaUCD Banana Split, they could potentially take the second or the first seed overall in the overall standings in Division 1 playoffs.
Yep.
EaUCD Banana Split is looking to improve their chances, get a higher seed in the playoffs as well, as we are starting out on Splat Zones on Mahi Mahi Resort for this set.
Some things of note is that UCSD is currently undefeated in games as well as sets, so they're looking to 4-0 this to tie them up with Red Embers in another group for seeding. And I believe Banana Split is guaranteed playoffs on wildcard, but they would really like to be a better seed if possible. So
absolutely,
yeah. And as we look into some stats on these teams, we see like Banana Split has like 4-3 against Drexel. But yeah, let's get into Splat Zones on Mahi. Very interesting map, very kind of an open map nowadays. Whoa. Ooh,
yeah,
what's your thoughts on the pencil versus leader?
Definitely interested to see if the pencil will be more advantageous here, because you do have some added mobility against that E-leader. Plus, you're playing with a Viper. That Viper is just super mobile, has 10 missiles as well. Currently pretty neutral so far. Noel, I believe, backed out, finding a trade there, as Banana Split goes 2 down, as UCSD Esports Gold is in the driver's seat right now.
Absolutely, and we see Cooler coming out here trying to just keep the fight going, not necessarily trying to contest zone, just trying to find any type of advantage, as we are probably going to see Missile Whale here. Very interesting displacement combo, like kind of reminiscent of S2 gameplay, as the shot does go down on UCSD and the zone flip.
Yeah, excellent job just layering those specials, but unfortunately the sloshing machine will go down to, I believe that was the E-leader there, as UCSD Esports looking to retake this. Goat Child potentially looking for another pick here. Out come the Tri-Strikes, not known as get the lead. Banana Abbey for some picks, but is threatened. I believe that was a jump out from Banana Split, as UCSD Esports Gold is going to retake control of the zone and potentially get their lead back.
Absolutely, but we do see missiles on deck here with all their other specials being 50, but Goat Child gets the, no, not Goat Child, CD Wumi gets the, Slaughter there. That's gonna delay their push by a couple of points here.
Yeah, but we're still going to be very aggressively here, going to look for the pick onto the leader, it looks like. Gonna give Banana a little bit of more room to work with here, as Ocean Opal currently painting around, potentially trying to find a well, as Booyah Bomb and the missiles go out from EaUCD Banana Split.
Yeah, but oh my god, 3 down on UCSD. I believe they were cool.
Well.
Ah,
that's a triple.
Triple! Oh my god, on the white, that's very impressive here. I'd like to see more ledge demoning on this, and I think we are going to see it to try to get this lock set up. Cooler is going to be thrown out here. Crab coming out from UCSD, trying to find some picks here. Making some space with this Tri-Strike is very important to find that pick.
Absolutely. Currently 3-3 situation right now. UCSD Esports Gold will get 2 down, unfortunately, as Banana Split takes the lead. Missiles will be pumped, but I'm not sure if they were needed in that situation. Banana Split is in a very consistent, advantageous situation right now.
And this is looking very risky.
Left.
Yeah, Booyah Bomb is going to come out onto the zone. That might secure it. 2 points remaining.
Like
UCSD drops their first game of the season.
What a way for Banana Split to just set the pace of that game. UCSD, again, coming into this game, is currently 16-0 in terms of maps. But after this map, they are currently 16-1. Banana Split showing that they are here, even though statistically they may not be completely favored to win. They're definitely showing that with the pace that they can play, with this Snipe Rider, with this Wiper gameplay, that they're here to give UCSD Esports Gold a run for their money.
Right. We don't really see Wiper that often, in my opinion. I usually see Stamper more on the side of Blade players. But the fast-paced nature of that is gonna really be interesting to see that duel between the Wiper player and the Carbon Roller to try to set the pace here, and also between both of their backlines as we see two chargers coming out.
100%. Definitely interested to see. I definitely think that Goatchild will bring out the E-Leader again. That's the weapon that she is definitely known for the most. Interested to see what Lemon, though, has, because to my knowledge, Lemon plays Ballpoint as well. I know Goatchild also does play Ballpoint too, so potentially we maybe see some switches in terms of backlines here. We could also see potentially the shots coming back. We could see the gals. TC Inkblot is definitely an interesting map to see what these teams are sort of used to, given it's a very neutral map.
Right, and it's also been a map that's been played ever since Splatoon 2, and Inkjet historically has been very good on this map. So it would be interesting to see if we see a Ballpoint or not.
100%. As we go into this second game, EaUCD Banana Split currently is leading this at 1-0 as we currently look at the team comps coming out from UCSD first. As we're actually going to see a Forge Pro come out from Rudy Adam.
Interesting. Oh, yes, Firefin for those GG strikes. Oh, double strikes on the side of Banana Split. Very interesting. Wait, Coolerless?
Yes, I do believe that both teams currently don't have a cooler. So...
Ooh, but UCSD taking that early 2-down lead, trying to find that third in the right. I don't think they know, but...
Does Echo Firefin finding one? Friend, that Carbon Roller, gonna find another!
Very beautiful Pinsy tactic there. Just firing some Bazookas into bats to make some space here, trying to find any entryway into bats, as that is probably the most important spot on this map. That point goes down very quickly, already at the second checkpoint.
Yeah, it looks like Riabom is going to be successful being positioned onto that bats. It's just going to allow UCSD to just maintain control of it as much as possible. Potentially get a lockout here as the strikes come out from EaUCD Banana Split.
Absolutely,
Banana Split
already rolling up the check.
As Noel's currently going behind it.
It's just a pro trying to get jumps and trying something, not jumping out, trying to just keep the space, gets a pick on while they're falling to the ground, retaking the tower to third checkpoint.
Excellent job from the Forge Fluttershy Pro, just finding the picks there that they needed. Just seemed like in that 1v3 they weren't going to be able to extend push, but here comes the Trizuka here as well, and that's going to be a wipeout from UCSD Esports Gold, as they're going to look to make this a 100-0 game on TC Inkblot.
Once you lose control of that bat, it's very hard to take any control back, as we can see here, but looks like another 3 down. It's just the Forge Pro. Again, can they make a miracle happen 2 times in a row? They cannot. 5 points remaining with 3 minutes left.
Interested to see the special economy right now on the side of Banana Split as they're looking to potentially get an aggressive push of their own. They're going to have 2 tri-strikes, and they're also going to have the killer wave.
Have a lot of displacement, but nothing to really capitalize on it to like try to get kills, which is very interesting. Well, it's going to come out early. Unfortunately, the 52 is going to go down, and that's going to stop the push in a beautiful snipe, getting rid of that trip strike as well.
Yeah, Oceanopal also finding a nice pick onto that hammer, as Goatchild currently taking the tower right now. They're going to have that wave breaker to get yet another push in, as Banana Split going to find a pick, but Goatchild, what a flick! Going to shut down the splatter shot.
Absolutely, do or die moment for an E-Leader right there. You hit that or you die. we can just kind of see UCSD just not pulling up the pressure at all. They have a big safe lead, but they want to keep pushing it into Banana Split's territory, constantly, just not letting up any pressure, not letting them get any sense of momentum back, as we can see a lot of just displacement specials going out, but not really finding anything.
Definitely. The Tri-Strike's coming out, but currently UCSD, they still have all 4 members. As you said, the displacement specials, they don't really find a ton of value here, as the Trizuka's going to come out from UCSD Esports Gold. UCSD is in the driver's seat once again, as they basically have complete paint control over EaUCD.
They're in their base! What are they doing? So, like, someone climbed up the ramp and got in the base. Is that the splash?
It might have been the splash. Yeah, it looks like the Tri-Strikes are going to be the only thing that's going to be contest the tower, as UCSD to respond with a Booyah Bomb of their own, as UCSD going to ride out the tower and tie this set 1-1.
Very strong showing from Banana Split, keeping them off of what is it called? The goal for a very long time, especially on this map. It's very difficult. Well, let's go ahead and see what these teams have told us they think their keys to victory are moving forward in this set. We see UCSD, they like they know when they're in advantage, so they're very fast at taking space. They like to balance their fights and objective, so they're not just trying to like get fights. They're actually actively progressing the game, and they are very good at defense. It's really hard to lock out UCSD, and that's speaking from experience in my last couple seasons I played. And we see Banana Split. They play off of their wiper a lot, and it's very fast, and I can see that in their game plan, where they just send their wiper off and create as much distraction as possible, like a classic skirmisher.
Absolutely. That is definitely the way you do it, speaking as a former wiper player. Just being able to draw as much attention as you can, just create as much disruption as you can, almost working as like a mini special, if you will, to just get your team in as much as you can.
Nautilus!
As we're going to see Splatlings coming out from both teams now, as we move into Rainmaker on Sturgeon Shipyard. Definitely a map that we don't see that often. But
yeah, we really don't see this as often, but we see it, most teams opt to push right, because it's a little bit easier to get a larger push on right. Interesting thing to note, though, is UCSD is running again.
Yeah, EaUCD going to opt for the cooler again. They're also going to opt again for the wiper with the 10 missiles and the squid beacon. That can definitely be very useful on this map, because it's definitely a much larger map, so
absolutely
having that extra speed from...
Whoa!
Ooh, and it looks like
they tried to just sneak, but yeah.
Getting a shutdown of the push there, as the Trizuka will come out. Won't find any picks just yet, but they also will have the jetpack if they need it.
Yep, jet ready, crab ready, both very good deployable specials here. Like, they just take so much space. Oh no! But it doesn't seem to matter, as UCSD gets the wipeout. Gonna try. Oh, the Rainmaker is gonna reset, so their push is a little bit stalled. Banana Split having a chance to get their defense back. As we see Inkjet ready on the side of UCSD and Stamp, Rain, like everything on the side of Banana Split.
Absolutely. We're gonna see a currently player advantage on the side of UCSD Esports Gold. They're gonna have 2 specials to get the team in. Unfortunately, they will lose a member in the process. Although UCSD still has decent control of mid at the moment. So, we're also going to see some triple ink strikes come out. This might be what they need to get the push in and potentially beat the lead that UCSD
But it looks like they are out of specials. Here's the counter specials. Trips coming out, pushing Adam all the way back. Same with the Rain. 2 down going on UCSD. Look at that Rain. It's not actually doing that much anymore. It's kind of in a weird position. But UCSD... It looks like they went 2-3 down and a beautiful snipe. No, not snipe. Nautilus. There are no charges on this map.
Okay.
Yep. We can see Banana Split taking back mid. hopefully getting some beacons up. Oh no, CD Wumi's behind them!
Yeah, CD Wumi distracted the longest range member of EaUCD Banana Split, and that just allowed UCSD to create a delay in Banana Split's plans. So now UCSD isn't in as much of a disadvantageous position. Banana Split still has control, but UCSD is going to have the jetpack. They're going to have the trip strikes as Ava's forced to jump out. Banana Abby currently around fighting in Fight Club. Will get picked out as Nerdy Adam going to take the Rainmaker to finally get a push for UCSD Esports Gold.
Yeah, and with that crap up on Snipe, I think this is the check for them.
Absolutely. The missiles will come out, but I'm not sure those alone to be able to stop it, although...
Oh, they do lose the Rainmaker. Ooh,
UCSD
a hero play
going to get picked off twice. Make that 3, so... CD Wumi going to opt to back up, potentially get some picks in. Actually going to go for a pick. As UCSD, even though they lost that fight, they're still in mid, as they look to get the checkpoint yet again.
It's a very interesting, very scrappy type of gameplay on both sides, where they're just fighting for mid, neither team getting really any like large push. I think in order to take lead, UCSD has to just touch like the top of the podium.
Looks like that's the case, as they're going to take it yet again. Currently a 3v2 situation, make that a 4v2. See Adam going around the back, but it may be too little too late. Wumi coming in for backup, but will get shut down by EaUCD Banana Split.
We're seeing a lot of trades go everywhere, but if you're UCSD, you're not running cooler. Trades aren't what you're looking for. You need clean picks in order to take any meaningful spaces. Banana Abby getting behind a couple members of UCSD here, trying to find something, trying to get this 1v1 with CD Wumi, and did CD Wumi just fall off the map?
I believe CD Wumi is still not. They might have, but if it might have slipped from me, but CD Wumi is going to be sharking around here in mid.
5 seconds left. They need to pick
the Rainmaker. Ooh! As Banana Split just kept the map control there, even with CD Wumi's picks, we're still able to hold on with their lead.
A very low kill game. Very interesting special picks from UCSD opting to not run cooler. And I feel like that when you're trying to run a no cooler comp, you need that burst momentum to take anything. You cannot take trades, otherwise they're just gonna get jumps in.
Absolutely.
So it's really interesting seeing the comp changes here for kind of weird S2 map modes we're seeing a lot in this set.
Definitely.
But finally going into an S3 map, Clams on Robo Ramen. I personally think this map is silly.
It definitely can be a silly map, especially with the different ways that you can approach it from. And I definitely think that this will be a moment for all of the front lines on Banana Split and UCSD Esports Gold to really shine, because you just have so many options that you take fights from. I'm especially looking forward to see how the shooters play around it, because
yeah, as a shooter, it's really hard to keep track of where all the rats are on this map. There are definitely a lot of rat spots on this map, and a lot of good flank routes to keep a watch out for and keep nice and painted. As we do see the pencil come out on Banana Split, trying to challenge Goatchild on the E-Leader, custom E-Leader. We've seen some nice sub power-up beacon versus beacon action, but this is post-Kraken nerf, so no Kraken cheese.
It'll definitely be interesting to see how this E-Leader might play a little bit differently, as they can't play the Kraken cheese as they once were able to, so potentially playing a type of game here, as UCSD Esports Gold going to get a little bit of mid control, but will be shut down by the 10 missiles.
Look at
and
all
the whale
of this
and the
displacement! All of that displacement.
So much coming out for EaUCD Banana
But they
Split.
don't find anything.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
gonna
they find one.
They're only gonna find one pick, but a couple of their members will get picked off in the process, as the Trizuka coming out from UCSD Esports Gold to shut down a lot of that displacement and paint control that Banana Split threatened them with.
Absolutely, we're seeing a lot of back and forth here, and the clam economy is basically even right now. One does go down on Banana Split, which is their cooler player actually. Losing a lot of that special is super important. As we see displacement specials coming out, Kraken is online. A weird fight happening in the Underwood. Yeah, what is... Why are we fighting in Hall?
Hey, I definitely like to see the entire map just be used to...
Kraken!
Here comes the Kraken, though.
Not gonna find...
Not quite yet. Going to potentially take control of this snipe area of Banana Splits, as Noel's actually going to find a pick. They say this offense is the best defense is a good offense. Noel showing that off really nicely there, as currently no score has been found as we approach 3 minutes left in the game.
That was a beautiful trip strike placement just to checkmate them into jumping off the map.
Absolutely. But as we see here, UCSD finally has the pin control. They're going to get the pick onto the Charger, as it's only the Snipe Rider left on the side.
Yeah, and the Snipe Rider is not going to be able to stop this push as the first clam goes in, 3 down on Banana Split. We're going to see a couple of extra credit points here.
Banana Abbey, though, finding the pick onto CD Woomy, as the Trip Strike are going to delay the defense from Banana Split a little bit.
Ooh, I thought that
are just going to continue to come in from UCSD Esports Gold. But Banana Abbey currently on the flank. It's going to
like they find one or
turn around. Yeah, they will find a couple. Going to force a jump out as well, as EaUCD Banana Split now has the opportunity to retake mid.
Absolutely, but we're seeing some good beacon usage here, keeping up the pressure close to mid. As we're gonna see how Banana Split likes to respond here with their galore of displacement specials. Honestly, see how they like to make their pushes.
Definitely. Abe's currently just painting around, potentially finding a pick with the Gao. Gonna be forced out by the 2v1 from UCSD, as Nerdy Adam and CD Woomy will find the pick, but they're going... UCSD goes 2 down in the process. Tri-Strike going to... Trizuka, sorry, going to retaliate. It's gonna be 2 down on Banana Split now, as UCSD is in a position to potentially get yet another push in, as we have 7 clams on the board. Make that 4 atoms. Actually, Banana. Bowler.
Absolutely, but with only a minute left to play, they're gonna need a double power clam push and then 2 more clams to take. That's kind of a tall order with only a minute left.
Definitely. Nerdy Adam going to find the beacon there, as here come the triple strikes and the coming out from Banana Split. We've seen this coordination of the displacement specials before, but it hasn't resulted in any scoring yet. So, Banana Split is going to potentially need to use the swiper, or they're going to need to use their other players to find an opening. As Noel is just that, going to find 1 pick. Can they make 2? Yes, they will.
Can they make a 3?
Is fighting.
Not
will
quite.
find the pick that UCSD needs, as we have 20 seconds left in regulation on this Clan Blitz game.
Banana Split, they do have their pity, so they are gonna get 20 seconds of overtime. And we will try to see what they do here. But the Gal going down is not what you like to see here. As early, their missile player dies. That's gonna be a lot of displacement lost as we enter overtime. We're gonna need to see just pure main weapon playing. It looks like with Cooler, though, we do have Missile still online. Around 10 seconds left in this overtime, as we are just going to need to reach into their basket, hopefully trying to find a jump. We may find a jump here if it's communicated, but no, the clan player dies. That's going to be the game for
Noel, and that's the game.
I think it was interesting that they did go for like a super jump play there, because they're running out of time, but their clan player just died in mid.
Yeah, the Kraken there.
Really unfortunate.
The Kraken there from UCSD Esports Gold just threw a big wrench in the plans of Banana Split, as they weren't really able to find anything else on Robo Ramen Clam Blitz, which, even though it does have those sort of alternate routes and paths, it can be a pretty long map too, which is definitely a big struggle when you're trying to push. We saw a lot of opportunities where Banana Split had a ton of specials that they coordinated nicely, but unfortunately just weren't able to make the entire distance to the clam basket.
And while you do have like a lot of flank routes on the map, it's a very complex map. You still only have one main way to get to basket, as the other method to get to basket is super risky, and really only a brush can go that way.
Definitely. That's generally only a route that you see once in a blue moon when you're trying to go for a desperation play if you're
playing solo queue.
Ability like an ink brush.
Or you're playing solo queue and you have an ink brush.
That too.
Yeah. But Zones on Barnacle and Dime, a very balanced map, but also a very lockout-heavy map. Once you lose your control of your own ramps, it is so hard to break back in. So we will see how both of these teams deal with how important ramp control is, and we'll see, hopefully UCSD try to get a break back in if they don't take mid first. E-leader pencil.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff.
Same
things that we've seen from the previous Zones games. As Banana Split currently has a bit more pain in the zone, but UCSD Gold respond back to that nicely, as they will take first control of the zone. As it's going to be one down on the side of Banana Split. It's going to be their Snipe Rider player, which is huge. Although
it is huge, but they already got their cooler down, so not as impactful as one would like. And they're going to force out a lot of jump outs here as they take the zone. So you trying to thing with that
with
zoom shot there. And we see nice tries from their oh my god, T-Tech player, just zoning them out really nice here in combo with this crab. I really like that crab positioning, actually. It takes up a lot of space and it denies all of alleyway.
Definitely. Sidawumi parking on the stack, almost finds a pick as the missiles come out for EaUCD Banana Split. It's not going to quite find the zone, but here comes the Killer Whale, which is going to enable well a bit to push a little bit more up. And here comes yet another displacement special out of EaUCD Banana Split.
I really like that
which I'm holding on, going to find a pick,
God.
as it's currently 2 down on the side of Banana Split.
2 down on UCSD now, as Banana Split tries to find a nope here with that down. Again, UCSD not running cooler, so are seeing the jump-ins happening, but it looks like UCSD is just really good at keeping them locked out, not overextending. We are going to them start to take ramps, and crab on ramps is not what you want to see.
Definitely.
If you're a Banana Split.
UCSD playing this very nice and with a good level of being, make sure that that's in the right spots, but not being super impatient. EaUCD only has a few ticks left to work with here, as no one's going to have to go around to the side, get a bit of...
trying to find something, gets a pick on zone, and that caps it!
It's double!
Getting that pick on zone for the cap. Very clutch up there, as unlucky charger duel there. But we're gonna see Banana Split try to make something happen here, as they need 60 points to try to take this game.
It is Barnacle and Dime though, so it isn't as back and forth as it potentially could be. But both teams are currently not out of this game yet, as Noelle is currently in their alley, as UCSD going to have the triple ink strikes to potentially retake this.
It looks like they will.
Looks like they'll get the zone. Ooh, and it looks like Sidawumi going to find a pick, but will get shut down by the T-Tech, as it's currently a 2v2.
2-for-2 trade. Banana Split retaking the zone here. That's a nice pick by, I believe, Goatchild there.
Definitely. UCSD Gold here. They don't have complete control of the zone, but do have a little advantageous positioning, especially with this crab tank, as it's going to force Banana Abbey to back off a little bit, as no specials currently on the board right now. Okay, the missiles will be out, and the strikes from Banana Split.
Yep,
currently nobody down on either side yet, though.
Absolutely.
So,
I think
Esports Gold still has the chance to retouch.
UCSD is doing a really good job of realizing, okay, these are just displacement specials, we can just back up, let them take zone, and retake with our specials. They're playing this very methodically, as they do get one on the side of Banana Split, and trying for another, not a Banana
Well,
Abbey shutting it
unfortunately,
down.
gets shut down. As it's only going to be a 3v2 or 3v3 right now, as Banana Split and better is to retake this zone, as we're going to get shut down by the 2v1.
A little too aggressive there, but they are cooler. They will be back, as we see missiles coming out to try to zone them off of the their splash blare going down, but finding two?
I believe so. As Noel was sort of in the back there, finding just a distraction there. But UCSD Esports Gold only has around 13 left to go, hoping to potentially make this a knockout.
And it looks
like
Banana
Split doesn't have enough time.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Right there. Very patient play by UCSD, kind of allowing them to just get like pushed out a little bit by all that displacement, and maybe it looks like they're adapting to Banana Split's displacement heavy gameplay style.
Definitely. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that UCSD Esports Gold has CD Rumi's Trizuka, which I don't believe we saw a Trizuka from Banana Split there last game. So, having that more aggressive potential from the Trizuka and the Crab Tank is really worked in UCSD Esports Gold favor there to just give them much more picks with their specials and allow them to just win more fights overall.
Right. That's kind of the downside of running displacement instead of pick specials. Is pick specials are really, really powerful at just making they're a bit more risky because the space isn't guaranteed. You have to get the kill to make the space, but if you do, it's a much larger reward, which is why we see stuff like EaUCD and to some extent Inkjet in the meta a lot.
Definitely. As we head over to tower control on Hagglefish Market here.
Do you think we're going to see Firefin from one of these players?
I definitely think we will see the return of the Firefin, probably from Lemon, because statistically, Hoken ran some numbers on this map, and the choke point of the switchback in tower control Hagglefish Market around that area is something that's very difficult to get past. So having the displacement specials gives you a lot of help in overcoming that large obstacle.
Absolutely, on both offense and defense. Very, very good tool on both sides. We see a Booyah Bomb coming out in Forge, and we see Pencil coming out from Lemon. Very interesting here. We do see Trip Strikes still on the side of Banana Abbey. Pretty interesting comps all around. Whoa, Tetras!
Yeah, I'm interested to see the Tetras from Abe as well, because that means that you have two really high mobility slayers all that have been split. So it's definitely going to be very difficult for UCSD to just deal with that consistent distraction from the Viper plus Tetris combo, but you're going to come up with UCSD Esports Gold as they get first control of the tower.
Yep, they're just taking that tower away from mid here as we see some nice spaced trip strikes here. Viper gonna go down in the back there as Reef getting cancelled. That not what you like to see.
Definitely unfortunate, especially given definitely unfortunate seeing Reef Sliders start up and end the flag. Please buff it, Nintendo. But
please, yeah.
Currently, Suwumi going to opt to take the tower for their team. Jump onto this area with the ledge can be really devastating if you're able to find the picks.
Even without the picks, I just like Roller being there is so much pressure. It's so hard to get them out.
As currently 3v3 right now. 11 fighting 2 with the sniper shots. Excellent use of that chip damage. Make that a wipeout. As
Fighting 3! Oh my
Banana
god.
Split has the opportunity to paint up the entirety of mid, basically. Get the tacticaler, which is a big advantage given UCSD doesn't have a cooler. As they're also going to have the trip strikes, although they will lose a member in the process. Make that 2.
Really, really unfortunate. They do still have mid thanks to that cooler, luckily, so we are going to return to see some neutral gameplay as Missiles is coming out confident at Reef Slider, not going to find anything. Nerdy Adam trying to get this 1v1, gets the 1v1, and is going to try to return and just get this final pick on the Charger. Yeah. Delayed wipe. Very, very good delayed wipe. Early Booyah Bomb here to try to get rid of some jumps, not being able to find it, losing to the 2v1 on the side.
Nice job from Ava Banana Abby there, taking the 2v1 on that flank. As currently a 3v3 right now, as EaUCD Banana Split going to have control of the tower once more, as they're looking to face off against UCSD Esports Gold's Crab Tank, which gets popped. Booyah Bomb is going to get popped as well. So a lot of pressure coming out on both sides, as it's currently still 4v4. No picks have come down yet. EaUCD Banana Split with 1. The Wiper will be back soon.
Absolutely, but like we are just seeing a lot of scrappy gameplay here, where they are just fighting over like half, but finally finding an opportunity to start pushing Gochild with a beaut there, trying to challenge the enemy backliner here and just riding the tower. They're like the furthest person up on their team.
Yeah, definitely interesting positioning there in terms of the tower and everything around it, but UCSD Esports Gold going to find a pick off of this. They're going to do 2 as they make that excellent shot from was either Gochild or Sidibumi. As Sidibumi setting up the Triuka, potentially make this a knockout and give UCSD Esports Gold a win in this set.
We are seeing, I believe, it's not, wait, they're not stopping pushing yet.
It's not quite over yet.
It's not quite over. As they pop Crab on the Cano. Very, very aggressive crab on the Cano. That takes so much space and it makes it so hard to break out of spawn here. But beautiful trip strikes, getting rid of that crab. As the Tetra player trying to find one more and unable to find it.
Yeah, job of UCSD just extending the pressure as much as they can, knowing that, hey, if we get some trades here, if we play aggressive, then that's okay, because we already have such a huge lead. We're down to the 14 on this. That is just such an advantage, especially here. So,
yeah,
excellent, just pushing advantage as much as they could.
Yeah, and even if they do lose the tower here with 30 seconds left, like, Banana Split would have to push it basically, like, 180 points.
100%. As, displacement special is currently coming out on the side of EaUCD Banana Split. Reef Slider going to come in as well. Won't find any picks, but will allow Noel to go in a bit, as it's currently 3 down on the side of UCSD.
That's a full
Make
wipe.
that a wipeout.
They need to grab the tower right now to trigger overtime, but beautiful fights just all around the map. There's a trade happening under Cano, nice 2v2, as we're going to see Banana Split's final push attempt here.
UCSD is Booyah, though.
UCSD does have GG Booyah. We're going to see the trip. Pulling the trips for the GG Booyah, I think, to try to read it.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see where this Forge Pro is going to play from. They're going to pop the Booyah Bomb as the Trip Strikes go out. Trip Strikes under shred the Booyah, so it looks like this will be the game and the set for UCSD Esports Gold.
Yeah, absolutely. 4-2 victory for UCSD. Really good showing by UCD there. Just like taking 2 games off of UCSD. Very impressive, ruining their perfect season, which is, just, I mean, wow.
Definitely an excellent game from both teams there. We saw, definitely love seeing the aggression from Banana Split there, seeing how they layered their displacement specials. But UCSD Esports Gold, going to come out with the victory here, 4-2, as they continue to keep their #1 spot in the group, which they were guaranteed, but it's so good to see the 5-0 on the leaderboard, as I believe they will take either the 2nd or 3rd seed. It depends on how things shake out.
Yes.
But we're going to see a little bit of substitution here as we go into, I believe, will be our last game in a Play All 7. So this won't count for official scorekeeping purposes, but it's just a CCA tradition that we love to see here.
Hopefully we see some goofy comps, or maybe these two teams will just want to keep going at it, just to test their comps against each other, test their skill against each other. We'll see if they'll do funny comp or not. But Rainmaker Humpback, very, very chaotic map. Trying to get your entire team through that small choke point on elbow is very interesting problem of this map. And all the elevation is a nice refreshing pace compared to a lot of other Splatoon 3 maps.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if we have any Slosher players or any Blaster players here, but that would definitely be the time to bring those out, because you just have so many opportunities in mid to find a bunch of picks with those, get in advantageous positions as much as possible, and yeah, just definitely refreshing to see in terms of map design and being able to take those sort of advantages in ways that aren't super common in Splat 3.
And we might see the sloshing machine come back from that Mahi Zones game. So, which is a really good tool to control Window. Window is very difficult to try to get chargers out of.
Definitely.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
currently waiting on one last person to ready up. Interested to see if they're going to come out with something new that we haven't seen before in the set, or if we're going to see something that we have seen before.
If we see Quad Wiper again, that would be really funny if we saw Quad Wiper again.
Well, hey, Noelle is the captain, so we can see anything.
Pretty normal comp there.
We're actually going to see the fresh Swiffer. That is the Swiffer with the Zipcaster.
Yeah, that's a very interesting comp from Banana Split. UCSD, though, running double Zuka Cooler, which is... yeah. Double Zuka Cooler Crab is very... used to be very common, I think. But we see Banana Split going 2 down very early. Going 3 down is just the fresh Swiffer. Going to be retreating here. Oh no! The Lele, as Sugumi finds 2 in a trade.
Excellent job from UCSD Esports Gold, just finding the picks they needed, as gonna take a 2v1 there as Abe goes down. Going to look to win the pop here, although it is currently being nicely by Banana Split, as 2 go down to the pop, I believe. Here comes the Zipcaster from Lemon, as Sugumi is actually
Wait a minute.
Sugumi just...
I thought they got away with that for a second.
Banana Split looking to retake this, as they will go 1 down, but the Trizuka will come out. Sugumi finding a nice pick from that ledge, as that's going to be a wipeout from UCSD Esports Gold, who look to retake this Rainmaker and potentially improve their 45-point lead, or 45 points remaining.
Absolutely. We're going to see Crab Tank coming out here on the choke, forcing by all that bomb pressure though, and that's going to be responding
wipeout after wipeout this game.
Responding to the full wipe with another full wipe, as the Carbon Roller is going to really fastly approach checkpoint here. They're kind of clustered up here. I don't really like that positioning where the Rainmaker can just zone them out, but getting flanked by the V-Dualies here. And they're just going to hold out and bunker, I think.
Yeah, they're going to get a jump in too, so potentially look to get a more advantageous fight here. They will lose CD Wumi in the process, but will slow down Banana Split's push.
Absolutely, and it looks like they do go 2 down. Cooler is active for UCSD, but that's going to be the first...
Oh, here comes the Zipcaster and Bazooka.
Interesting combo here. UCSD going kind of like 1 down. a lot easier in a 4v3.
Banana Split will take the lead.
Whoa, very interesting. Are they gonna try to fight? No. So this is very interesting. 41 points is not a great push on this map. I usually see most pushes ending up at like 32, 35 area. But we're gonna see UCSD try to make something happen here. Try to keep their defense actually, as they just grab it.
But Banana Split picks it up and is going to get it past the 30.
That's a good push.
They're going to continue it actually, because they have the Wiper that's getting a pick. Potentially get the 2. Yes, they will.
3v2 with the Rainmaker in a very bad spot for UCSD. As
Rainmaker is going to continue to push. It's just the Snipe Rider right now, as Banana Split in this play all 7 is just going to continue to pump the gas pedal, and
they're just throwing their face at the Rainmaker.
Yeah, they're going to push it yet again. They won't get any points off of it, but okay.
That's some pressure. That's stalling some timeout. You know, you can't lose a lead if you're keeping up the Rainmaker.
That's one way to go about it. As UCSD Esports Gold looking to beat Banana Split's lead of 14 remaining, as the Rainmaker will find a pick.
That's 3 down, and the road is wide open for CD1 to take the lead.
Is my question.
I saw what they tried to do. I think they tried to like kind of sneak around the rail, but the Rainmaker's still there. Push isn't dead yet.
Yeah, they're going to use the Trizuka to actually pop it, as they get a few more points, not quite enough for the lead, but UCSD Esports Gold not giving up this fight, as they're going to find 2 down.
Yeah, and Adam here.
Ocean Opal, here comes the stamp.
And they just brought the Rainmaker.
Lemon
they got it down.
Getting it off of street, as UCSD going to have to take it around the elbow once again with 30 seconds left.
Trying to get it through this choke point again, but going 2 down. They do find the trade out.
Ooh, but the Reef Slider finding the pick onto make that 2. As it's currently just around 10 seconds left, as has this Rainmaker in an excellent position. It's going to be really difficult for UCSD to pick it up without getting punished hard. So it looks like they're not going to be able to grab it, as Banana Split wins the friendly game.
Very good show. I mean, that's such a weird comp, and they kind of showed us that yeah, it can work. The Squiffer being really aggressive, and kind of keeping pace with the rest of their team was very interesting adaptation.
Definitely. Something that can keep a lot of pace with the Wiper too in the Tetris given. Banana Split likes to sort of run those high aggression weapons in tandem with one another.
Absolutely. But that's gonna be it from us today. I've been Astrum. You can find me at Splataster on Twitter. And where can the good people find you, Riffy?
I'm Riffy, and you can find me at Riffy_SPL on Twitter.
Yeah, so this has been the CCA, and have a good night.
Have a good night, folks.